Hello, everyone. Welcome to Segula's new challenge for engineering careers podcast. In each episode of this mini-series, we'll explore a major market trend with real-world examples from Segula. My name is Kayla, and I'm pleased to welcome to the mic Sonia Foss, Deputy Director of Human Resources at Segula. Let's discuss with her in this second episode the challenges of training engineers. So Sonia, let's talk about the challenge of keeping up with new technologies. We all know that technology is evolving faster than ever. How are engineers specifically affected by this?
The new technologies, is really key and centric in the engineering world. They are really ahead of the technology. So the first thing is that globally, those who made the technology, who build the new technology, are the engineers. So only for that, they are concerned about this situation and they will face it every day, each and every day on their daily tasks. So this is the first point. The second one, as I said, is that we can talk about artificial intelligence, for example. We can talk about ChatGPT and how companies are trying to understand how it works with their engineers. So even if you don't build the technology as an engineer, you will have the opportunity to understand how it works and to find solutions to these new technologies. And the last thing is the fact that it's moving so fast that today you really have to always learn. And this is a way also to handle this challenge, to face it, to say, okay, now I will be able to learn to make sure that I'm still at the state of the art of my job. So we can really do it directly and we have a clear vision of the validation of the project or not. And this is really Industry 4.0.
Would you say that it's easy to get trained on these new technologies or in these new sectors when you've already finished school?
Yes. Basically, I would say yes, because when you go to school, the thing is that you learn is especially to learn. So we need to have now people ready to learn during their career. So when they go for the first time on a company, they join a company, they may have some question about, what will be the training program that I will have in my company. And I have to say to people who are listening is that even if in some countries, there are some specific laws regarding training to really encourage companies to train their employees. It doesn't exist everywhere, depending on the states. But the thing is that the companies, they really understood the interest for them, the benefits that they have to train people, to train and to retain their people. So again, don't worry about that. Some companies handle that. You have to take it or not. And if you don't handle as a company, it will affect the engagement of your people for sure. So, for example, within Segula, we decided to handle this challenge and to make it a strategic access to make sure that all of our employees have training, especially to develop their skills.
So, based on what you're seeing, are employees more proactive in their careers now? It sounds like the engineer is really in the driver's seat.
Yes, completely. This is something that we see. It happened, I would say, after the COVID mainly because people, they had time to think about what they wanted to do tomorrow. So when they had to go back to their job, they said, okay, maybe this is not what I want for my career. I want to choose what I will do. I want to choose my employer. I want to choose my manager. I want to choose my colleagues, and I also want to learn and to have maybe innovation. So, I want everything basically. So engineers, they are very lucky today because they will have this full of opportunities and they will answer all their needs. They can work basically everywhere. So they can choose really what they want and what they decided to do within Segula, for example. I truly believe we are in advance on that. So we are very proud of this, of what we put in place also. We created a platform to help our engineers to develop their career. We have internally what we call Segula Academy for training, but we went a step further and we deployed something for the skills, a new platform that we called My Skills. So this is how now you can display and assess your skills individually. And if I have different skills, technical, software, languages, or soft skills, I can put everything actually on this new platform. So then I share this information with my manager, and I can have a discussion with my manager about all my skills, what I know, and what I want to learn for the future in my career within Segula. So the fact is that we're listening to people. We want to help them to deploy their career. And this is really important to have this real match and keep the engagement.
What impact did COVID have in learning and development?
It's true that COVID had a huge impact for companies in all sectors, and especially for learning and development. It really stopped during the COVID. It was not possible to have the usual training in a classroom with a teacher, etc. So everything basically stopped. Some companies decided to handle a challenge to say, okay, how can we continue to reach our people? And truly, I think that within Segula, we did the right choice. We make the right choice, and we decided to digitalize a lot of contents for our employees. So first, we created what we call the pre-boarding, the pre-onboarding, which is a full catalog and e-learning that we sent to our new employees, because it's very difficult to join a company where you cannot see your colleagues, your managers, and it was a very difficult time for them. So we said, okay, we send you that so you can know the company a little bit more, and when you join the company, you will be like in a family. So this is the first thing that we did. And secondly, we fully digitalized all our contents. It was a huge project in all our countries to make sure that we have some digitalized contents in e-learning, and you can continue to learn and you can continue to be trained even if there is the COVID.
Thanks. And now to wrap up this topic, how can you test if a potential employer actually has an effective learning and development program?
That's a very good question, because this is very difficult actually to know that with facts, I would say. It's if you go to career websites of companies, you won't find anything almost on learning and development. You will find some statistics, but it's not really, there is not like contents. So one advice that I would say is, when you are in front of a talent acquisition specialist during an interview, you have to ask, because it's normal that you know about what will be the training program for you and what we can propose in the company. For example, within Segula, we train our talent acquisition team to talk about that. You don't have to ask the question. They will just tell you what we have in the company with the Segula Academy. They will talk to you about my skills, so you will know everything. But if the person in front of you don't talk to you about that, just ask the question.
Thank you so much, Sonia Foss, Deputy Director of Human Resources at Segula, for your insights into these new challenges faced by engineers. Don't hesitate to discover the other episodes of this mini-series.